Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, the Sigma female archetype and the common pitfalls that can hold us back from truly embracing this powerful mindset. If you're new here, the Sigma female is often described as the independent, self-sufficient woman who marches to the beat of her own drum. Unlike the traditional social hierarchies, Sigma females exist outside the typical structure. They're confident, introspective, and don't seek validation from others. But here's the thing. Even with all that independence and strength, there are still mistakes that can sabotage your growth and potential. These aren't about conforming to society's expectations, but rather about avoiding the traps that can undermine your authentic power. I've observed these patterns both in the many incredible Sigma women I've connected with over the years. Today, I'm breaking down the 10 critical mistakes that Sigma females should avoid at all costs if they want to truly thrive. Before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss another video like this one. Now let's get started with mistake number one. Mistake number one, confusing independence with isolation. The first major mistake many Sigma females make is confusing independence with complete isolation. Yes, you value your autonomy and self-sufficiency. It's part of what makes you who you are. But there's a crucial difference between being independent and cutting yourself off from meaningful connections. Independence means you don't need others to validate your choices or dictate your path. Isolation, on the other hand, is actively pushing away potential allies, mentors, and authentic connections that could enrich your life. I learned this the hard way. For years, I prided myself on not needing anyone and viewed asking for help as a weakness. But that mindset cost me valuable relationships and opportunities for growth. The truth is, even the most independent wolves have packs they run with occasionally. Strategic alliances and authentic connections don't diminish your Sigma status. They enhance your ability to achieve your goals while maintaining your autonomy. So ask yourself, are you exercising healthy independence, or are you using the Sigma label to justify isolation? Are you avoiding connection because it's genuinely not right for you, or because you're afraid of vulnerability? Remember, true strength isn't about never needing others. It's about knowing when collaboration serves your purpose and when to stand alone. Mistake number two, rejecting femininity or any aspect of yourself. The second mistake is rejecting femininity or any authentic part of yourself in an attempt to be taken more seriously. Some Sigma females fall into the trap of believing that traditionally feminine traits, whether that's nurturing tendencies, emotional expression, or even feminine presentation, somehow undermine their power or independence. Let's be clear, being a Sigma female isn't about rejecting femininity. It's about transcending social expectations and crafting your own definition of womanhood. I've met brilliant Sigma women who love wearing dresses and nurturing others. I've also met equally powerful Sigma females who present in more traditionally masculine ways. Both are valid expressions of the Sigma personality. The real power comes from authentic self-expression, whatever that looks like for you. Forcing yourself into any box, whether society's traditional feminine mold or some hyper-masculine counter-reaction, is still letting external forces dictate who you are. A true Sigma female doesn't reject parts of herself to fit an image. She integrates all aspects of her personality and presents herself authentically, regardless of how others might categorize those traits. Mistake number three, avoiding healthy competition. The third mistake is avoiding healthy competition because you're above the social games. It's true that Sigma females typically don't engage in pointless social climbing or petty competitions for status. However, shunning all forms of competition can stunt your growth and limit your impact. Healthy competition pushes you to sharpen your skills, test your limits, and discover new capabilities. It's not about proving yourself to others. It's about challenging yourself to reach new heights. Some of my biggest breakthroughs came when I finally allowed myself to step into competitive environments. Not because I needed to prove anything, but because I wanted to see what I was capable of achieving. The key difference is intention. Are you competing to gain social approval, or are you using competition as a tool for self-mastery? A Sigma female chooses the latter, engaging selectively in competitions that align with her personal goals, not social expectations. Remember, avoiding competition entirely isn't independence. It might actually be fear disguised as indifference. Mistake number 4, underestimating the power of strategic visibility. Mistake number 4 is underestimating the power of strategic visibility. Many Sigma females prefer to work behind the scenes, letting their results speak for themselves. While this stems from a genuine disinterest in attention-seeking behavior, it can sometimes limit your impact and opportunities. There's a crucial difference between attention-seeking and strategic visibility. The former is about ego gratification. The latter is about positioning yourself to achieve your goals more effectively. I spent years believing that if my work was good enough, the right people would naturally find it. But I learned that even the most brilliant ideas need strategic amplification to reach their full potential. Strategic visibility isn't about constant self-promotion or becoming an extrovert. It's about thoughtfully choosing when and how to make your presence known to advance your mission. It's showing up powerfully in the spaces that matter most to your goals, while still maintaining your boundaries everywhere else. Ask yourself, is my preference for invisibility serving my ultimate purpose, or is it holding me back from having the impact I'm capable of? A true Sigma female isn't afraid of visibility when it serves her mission. She just chooses it strategically rather than seeking it constantly. Mistake number 5, resistance to structure and systems. The fifth mistake is resisting all forms of structure and systems in a misguided attempt to protect your independence. Many Sigma females pride themselves on their ability to carve their own path and resist conventional frameworks. While this independent thinking is valuable, reflexively rejecting all forms of structure can actually limit your freedom rather than enhance it. Effective systems and routines don't constrain your independence. They create the foundation that allows your creativity and uniqueness to flourish. They handle the predictable so you can focus on the exceptional. I used to view schedules and systems as creativity killers until I realized that having certain aspects of my life systematized actually gave me more mental space for the deep thinking and creative work that fulfilled me. The key is creating systems that serve your unique needs and goals rather than conforming to external expectations. Ask yourself, what structures would actually support my independence rather than diminish it? A wise Sigma female doesn't resist structure entirely. She designs personalized systems that amplify her strengths and compensate for her weaknesses. Mistake number 6, neglecting emotional intelligence. Mistake number 6 is neglecting emotional intelligence in favor of logic and independence. Many Sigma females pride themselves on their rational thinking and emotional self-sufficiency. While these are valuable traits, dismissing emotional intelligence as unnecessary can severely limit your effectiveness and fulfillment. Emotional intelligence isn't about becoming more emotional or dependent on others' approval. It's about understanding the emotional dimension of human experience, both your own emotions and those of others, and using that understanding to navigate the world more effectively. I used to see emotions as irrelevant distractions until I realized that emotional intelligence was actually a crucial tool for achieving my goals. Understanding emotional patterns helped me make better decisions, connect more deeply with the few people I chose to let in, and even understand my own motivations more clearly. For Sigma females especially, developing emotional intelligence doesn't mean becoming more conventional or social. It means gaining a deeper understanding of human nature that you can apply selectively and strategically in pursuit of your own goals. Remember, even if you personally don't prioritize emotional connection, the world still operates on emotional currents. Being able to read and navigate those currents is a form of power, not weakness. Mistake number 7, the myth of complete self-sufficiency. The seventh mistake Sigma females make is buying into the myth of complete self-sufficiency. There's a dangerous narrative that the ultimate Sigma female is entirely self-made and never needs input, support, or resources from others. This isn't just unrealistic. It's a recipe for burnout and limited growth. Even the most independent among us stand on the shoulders of those who came before. True power isn't pretending you can do everything alone. It's being strategic about when and how you leverage external resources and support. The key distinction is dependency versus interdependence. Dependency means your identity and worth are tied to others' approval. Interdependence means you remain whole and autonomous while strategically engaging with others when it serves mutual benefit. I've learned that seeking knowledge from mentors, delegating tasks that aren't my strengths, and occasionally asking for support doesn't diminish my Sigma status. It enhances my ability to focus on what truly matters to me. A wise Sigma female doesn't try to reinvent every wheel out of pride. She conserves her energy for the challenges that truly require her unique approach, while leveraging existing resources for everything else. Mistake number 8, becoming rigidly attached to the Sigma identity. Mistake number 8 is becoming rigidly attached to the Sigma identity itself. The concept of the Sigma female is meant to be liberating, a recognition that you can be powerful and feminine without fitting into traditional social hierarchies. However, when you become too attached to any label, it can become just another constraint. The irony is that the moment you start policing your own behavior to ensure it fits the Sigma female archetype, you're no longer truly living by your own rules. You've just traded one external standard for another. I've seen women refuse opportunities for collaboration or connection because that's not what a Sigma would do. But the whole point of the Sigma concept is freedom from prescribed social roles. Remember that personalities exist on a spectrum, and we all contain multitudes. Some days you might feel more social, other days more withdrawn. Some contexts might bring out more conventional aspects of your personality, others your more independent side. A true Sigma female isn't concerned with constantly proving her Sigma status. She's focused on living authentically according to her own internal compass, whatever that looks like in any given moment. Mistake number 9, dismissing the value of community. The ninth mistake is dismissing the value of finding your community. There's a common misconception that Sigma females are essentially lone wolves who neither need nor want community. While it's true that Sigma personalities are selective about their social connections, rejecting all forms of community can deprive you of meaningful growth and support. The key is finding or creating communities that respect individual autonomy while providing genuine value. These aren't about social climbing or conformity. They're spaces where independent thinkers can exchange ideas, challenge each other, and occasionally collaborate on shared interests. I resisted community for years until I found spaces where my independence wasn't just tolerated, but celebrated. These connections have enhanced my life without requiring me to compromise my autonomy. A wise Sigma female doesn't join communities out of social obligation, but she remains open to finding her people, those rare connections that energize rather than drain her. Mistake number 10, forgetting to define success on your own terms. The final and perhaps most crucial mistake is forgetting to define success on your own terms. As Sigma females, we pride ourselves on living by our own rules. Yet many of us still unconsciously measure our success against conventional yardsticks, wealth, status, relationship milestones, or other external validation. True empowerment comes from getting radically honest about what success actually means to you, which might look very different from society's default definitions. I spent years pursuing achievements that I thought represented success, only to realize I was still following an external script. The breakthrough came when I gave myself permission to want what I actually wanted, not what I was supposed to want. Take time to reflect. If there were no social rewards or punishments, what would success look like for you? What kind of life would bring you genuine fulfillment? What achievements would matter to you even if no one else ever knew about them? A true Sigma female measures her success against her own internal standards, not external expectations. She knows that the ultimate freedom isn't just choosing your own path, but defining your own destination. There you have it, the 10 critical mistakes that can hold Sigma females back from truly thriving. To recap, 1. Confusing independence with isolation. 2. Rejecting femininity or any authentic part of yourself. 3. Avoiding healthy competition. 4. Underestimating the power of strategic visibility. 5. Resistance to structure and systems. 6. Neglecting emotional intelligence. 7. Believing in complete self-sufficiency. 8. Becoming rigidly attached to the Sigma identity. 9. Dismissing the value of community. 10. Forgetting to define success on your own terms. Remember, being a Sigma female isn't about fitting into yet another box or stereotype. It's about the freedom to design your life according to your own values and strengths, while avoiding the traps that can limit your potential. If you found value in this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on authentic empowerment. Drop a comment letting me know which of these mistakes resonated most